Hello friends, it's Danny here for Pajama Crafter Stamps, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the many years that I've been crafting about mixing pattern papers together. Throughout the years of crafting, I think I've been crafting 25 plus years. I've always had people tell me that I am so good at mixing pattern papers, and how do I do it? And for the longest time, I was like, I don't know, I just do it. So I sat down and I thought about it, and I did a little research from what other people said. So today, I'm going to share just some tips and tricks for mixing pattern papers. We are going to put together a card. I have everything ready because I knew that I would be chatting a lot about the papers, but we're going to be using this super fun, totally awesome birthday stamp set. I had him colored up, but he just didn't fit on the card like I wanted, so I have him ready to go for next time. I just love these happy frogs, toads. They just make me smile and giggle. I did use some marshmallow coloring paper. I cut mine down to card size, A2 card size, and that way it's ready to go. And we're going to be using this birthday bash paper. Before we get to the creating part of it, I thought I would share one of the first tips that I have for you is that typically if it comes out of the same paper pad or paper pack or collection, it's gonna work together. You may not think so, but usually it does. The other thing is that you could put all of these together like that without anything else, and it's too busy for the eye. Your eye doesn't know where to go, where to end, whatever. So you want to break up the patterns with like a layer of cardstock, or some paper pads like this one have colored backs to them, so you can use that, which is what I did today. Or you want to pair like really bold ones, like these balloons, with maybe some not so bold ones. I had it here, like the sprinkles. If you add like a layer of that cardstock or that colored paper in between, then your eye has a resting spot before it goes on. You could also do this with like a border die, a die cut, layers, so that it can all work. These are all pretty bright colored papers, but if you were working with some different ones, you could mix light and dark so it's not all one tone. I liked the bright happy, especially for a birthday card, so I left it, but that's one more tip. Another tip is to use neutrals in between them, like wood grains or tiny dots or light stripes or tone on tone, to help break up those patterns and give your eye a resting point, give your eye a chance to like absorb all of those patterns. So I think that that's all that I have for that. But yeah, just typically, to break it down, typically if it comes in a paper pad or paper pack, they all will usually work together. They're all usually the same like tones, the same colors. Like you can see in this, there's the repeating colors of the red, the pink, the teal, the yellow. That's in all of them, so that it makes it very cohesive to go together. Break up those large patterns with like smaller ones. Add layers of cardstock in between or die cuts, and you can make it work. I'd love to have you try it. Be sure to come on over to the Pajama Crafters Facebook group and share what you create. We all love to see it. So now that we've talked about that a little bit, let's get on to the card we're going to create today. Like I said, I do have everything like all ready to go because it's a very simple card. It just was that technique of adding the papers together. So, I did want to show one more thing. So you can see here, they're not adhered, but I broke everything up with a solid color in between. And between that and the images and the big bold sentiment, your eye has a resting spot each time it goes through the card. But I wanted to show you, like if we had just taken like the balloons the dots and the confetti streamers and just like use that, your eye just doesn't know quite where to look. Do I look here? Do I look here? Do I look here? What? So yeah, just adding that little bit of a border in between just helps your eye, and the patterns all work together so well. And I have to say, I love paper packs like this that have the solid colors with it, because that way it's the same tone, so it all just gels together so perfectly. All right, back to our card. I did adhere the layers already. Like I said, I wanted this to go smooth and easy because it's a pretty basic card, just lots of layers. So those cute froggies, we're gonna pop that happy birthday up on some foam. If you've followed me before, I always start at the back. When I was first starting stamping, the lady like drilled it into my head. Always take pride in your work and always put your name or signature or stamp on the back so people know where it came from. And then I always add something to the inside of the card. I think it just adds a little bit. It ties the whole card together. It makes it a little bit more, I don't know, cohesive, professional looking, all the things. So I already had this layer. It's just a piece of that pattern paper with a white piece of paper on there so you could write your message, but it just has those same colors, same patterns. I always use both a liquid glue and a dry adhesive to keep everything good and stuck so it doesn't fall apart when it reaches its destination. We're gonna just put that on the inside there. I like to have things lined up so I know exactly where I'm going to put them, even though probably 8 times out of 10 it goes on crooked. I'm going to take my Mr. Froggy pet press and press those layers down, and he does the cutest. I keep wanting to get, there's a cat, a pig, a ghost, I don't know, there's all kinds of them. Keep thinking I need more, but I don't know. It's hard to justify, but it's so cute. And it comes with a little adoption certificate you can fill out. Adorable and functional. Like I said, it's very, yeah, I love my little froggy. All right, and then I have this layer, the balloons. I put it on some blue. We're just gonna adhere that down. We're gonna put this layer on straight since it takes up the majority of the card base. So again, some liquid and dry adhesive. I'm kind of traumatized. I did have at one point several cards. The people didn't want to tell me that they finally told me that they fell apart, and that just mortified me. So now I always make sure that hopefully they're not going to fall apart. See if I can get that straight. Yes. Bring in Mr. Froggy. Adhere that down good. All right. Then we have this layer, which it's a busy layer, but that little bit of pink kind of breaks it up a little bit. And we're also going to put it at a little bit of an angle. Not much, just a little bit. All right. Here we go. My glue got kind of crooked there when I went to go put it away. Again, we're going to adhere this at a slight angle, just a little bit. And yes, it's busy. This card is actually a little bit busier than I normally do, but I wanted to show that you can make the patterns work together if you just give your eye a little resting place, which right now it's that little pink border. And then the third one that we're going to add is this like confetti streamers, and it's with the yellow, and we're going to put it on at an angle as well. And you can see, yes, it's very busy. Again, a little bit more busy than I usually plan, but I wanted to show it all works together. They're all the same color tones, color families, and that little bit of cardstock gives your eye a little bit of a break. So we're going to add that at just a little slight angle again. That helps break it up a little bit as well. Got some on the front there. Gonna wipe that off. fold that down, and we're going to put it maybe like right about there. Grab Mr. Frog again. All right. Next, I already have these froggies colored and cut out. I almost had to do surgery on some of them. I fussy cut them. Next time, I think I'll let the Scan-A-Cut do the work, but we were lucky. No little digits were harmed. They just make me smile. I did list the Copic colors in the description box below, and I want them mainly on this paper because I did not want to try to get like foam adhesive on those little itty bitty fingers and toes. And then trying to remember how I had it. I think I had it this way actually. Then we're going to have the happy birthday be right here. This is a single stamp. I stamped it and then cut it apart because I kind of wanted to stack it a little bit. That's a fun thing to do with your sentiments. If you don't really like them all together, you can easily, some people cut the stamps. I can't do that, but I stamp up and then cut it. So I think it's going to look something like that. I'm going to grab out my tweezers because I'm already wearing glue and I don't want to wear glue. We're going to start with this guy. Just add some glue to him, especially on those little itty tiny digits there. Okay. Got some glue, and then I'm just going to tap it on a piece of paper, kind of get those big globs off, and we're going to put him right like that. I'm going to bring in a block just to help hold that down and kind of set that glue a little bit. And then we're going to do it on this little froggy. I feel almost like this little froggy went to, no, there used to be some kind of children's rhyme thing I said with my kids about froggies, but now I can't remember what it was. Ah, the old age is setting in. Tap it off on a piece of paper so it's not all gluey. See if I can magically get it in here. I might have to take it off those. And we're just going to have him go right there. Going to move that block on down there. All that's left is to add our sentiment. I already have the foam tape on there. So we're just going to take that release paper off, put it down, take that release paper off, and put it down. And there we go. Super cute birthday card. We mixed those pattern papers, but again, because of the colored cardstock, the frogs, the sentiment, your eye has places to land, so it's just not all busy. Again, if you make anything Pajama Crafter stamps related, please share it with us in the Facebook group. It is in the description box along with all the products that I've used. They are affiliate links, which means if you use my links, I can get a small commission at no cost to you. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. Make sure you subscribe to the Pajama Crafter Stamps channel because the designers on this team are just out of this world. They do such amazing things. So until the next video, go do something for yourself and go get crafty. Bye now.